Why isn't Boris Todbringer playable in Total War Warhammer? Or better yet said, where is Toddy? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and today we're going to talk about Boris Todbringer and Total War Warhammer. Boris is a rather large fan favourite throughout the Total War Warhammer community, and pretty much you can thank the Yogcast for that, for their Where's Toddy thing, and understandably so, because they made that character much more well known as he was in the Warhammer Fantasy universe. For those not aware, Boris Todbringer is the Elector Count of Middenland, and he was also a strong contender to become the Emperor of the Empire, losing out to Karl Franz and being a little bit bitter about it. That being said, he served the Empire faithfully, and he continued to do what he did best. Perhaps he is more famously known for being the rival of Khazrak the One-Eye, and that's what saw him being implemented properly into Total War Warhammer in the Call of the Beastmen campaign, where a unique model with unique items were actually found. Since then, and aided by the meme that was created by the Yogcast as mentioned before, there have been forum posts every now and then on the official forums, Reddit, Twitter, everywhere pretty much demanding for Boris Todbringer to be made playable. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? He's got a unique model, he's got a unique item. All you pretty much need is some dialogue, some changes here and there you go. But despite the fact of this, we're still not able to play as Boris Todbringer as a legendary lord unless we actually confederate with him, and to be honest, I actually have a theory as why we can't play as Boris Todbringer just yet. The excuse of Boris not being an 8th edition lord is no longer valid here, since we've seen older lords like Repance de Lyonesse actually come into the game, so we can safely assume that eventually he will come in. But unfortunately I believe that we'll have to wait until Warhammer 3 arrives, seeing as we've already had Empire DLC for the first and second game, and it actually makes a lot of sense if the third game is based around Chaos, and the story focuses more or less around the end times, which we will need the Ulrichian units. We have the Sigmarites, we have the Hunters, now we need the Warriors of Ulrich. This would greatly fill out the roster of the Empire by adding more cavalry options and footmen, such as the Knights of the White Wolf, Warriors of Ulrich, even some Wolfkin, and maybe even Wolves. We also have the option here where Creative Assembly can explore a little bit into the lore of Ulrich and create some more spells. As far as I'm aware, there's only just a very small handful of spells that was there in, I think, 4th edition? And one spell that was available during the end times. Speaking of which, that would allow us to have the Ard Ulrich and actually get some more varieties in terms of hero choices too. With all this said and done, it's very highly unlikely that Boris Todbringer would be the main focus of any DLC, considering that he's already technically in the game. Instead, I think he'll be an FLC lord, and probably we'd have Volton as the main focus. It would make a lot of sense to have both Boris and Volton come in at the same time, you know, the Defender of Middenheim and obviously the Chosen of Sigmar fighting alongside each other, especially if it's focusing around the end times. Obviously I don't know what the plot of the game is, and we don't know just yet because they haven't really told us anything barring that it's utter chaos, but it does lead us to believe that. While indeed I could be wrong about this, it does make a lot more sense considering that the only other Elector Count that's actually available in the 8th edition army book is actually dead. Marius Leitdorf died a little bit before the events of where we are right now. I mean, of course, by GW's timeline, obviously Total Wars 1 is slightly altered, so a lot of things can change and we can get Marius Leitdorf instead, but I do believe that we'll end up getting Boris Todbringer due to the fact of the meme factor. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Elector Count Boris Todbringer will eventually be made into a playable character? Will we get a Middenheim list to actually follow along with his actual rightful army? Or do you believe a different Elector Count and or a Lord and Hero choice might be the new playable legendary lord for the Empire in Total War Warhammer 3? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description below, we have a bunch of social media links where you can get in contact with the Great Book team on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. Also in the description is an affiliate link to Element Games where you can get Warhammer products and loads of other hobby stuff for 10 to 25% off, which is a great way to save on your products, especially if you're building up new armies or trying out new game systems, and it also supports the channel at no extra cost to you. A big thank you to our Patrons. Your support really does mean the world to us. Honestly, it does help out a lot. Little tidbits here and there does actually help a lot, especially with upkeep for the channel. So it honestly is fantastic that you guys are willing to give your hard-earned cash to a small channel and help us grow. But once again, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.